Hey everybody, Chris Bond21 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2. On the last episode, we arrived in Port Royal, a weird-looking world because everybody's a human, and then we're next to anthropomorphic ducks, dogs, and cartoon characters, which just... Again, look at this. This just looks so weird, just next to each other. It's just a bizarre combination. It's one of many worlds that is going to do that later on in the series. But anyway, we arrived in Port Royal, and it turns out that Pete's already teamed up with the bad guys of this world, Captain Barbossa, who's looking for this medallion, and he thinks he found it when he kidnapped Elizabeth Swan, Will Turner's girlfriend over here. And we went out to go find Elizabeth, but we needed some help, so we ended up stealing a ship from the port with the help of Captain Jack Sparrow, and we headed off to the Isla De Muerta to try to find Barbossa and rescue Elizabeth. We managed to get there, but unfortunately it looked like Jack was trying to fast-talk Will into sort of a waiting game so that Jack could try to get his ship back. It turns out Barbossa stole his ship, the Black Pearl, when they were trying to get the treasure that cursed them anyway. But yeah, regardless, Will realized that Jack's not to be trusted, so he knocked him out. We left Jack on the Isla De Muerta along with Barbossa, and we're trying to make our way back to Port Royal now. So we're going to talk to Will and set a course back to Port Royal. Thank you, Will, for highlighting that in giant red text, because I totally didn't know where... Yeah, thank you, Game. Thank you, Game. Could you make that... See, this is what I'm talking about. I hate this. I really hate this. I know it's like a minor thing to get pissed off at, but I feel like the game is like 2 steps away from having a character literally shout through a megaphone, "You should go back to Port Royal!" Like, come on. We're not stupid. Like, we can figure things out. We know to go back to Port Royal. Give me the map. Also, there's only 2 options to frickin' pick, and one of them is the place I was just at. So obviously, I gotta go back to the other map. Ugh, Port Royal. Here we go. And there's a couple of fights we're gonna have to do first. So yeah, I don't like this ship's layout because a little bit too much moonlight that I'm happy with. So I think, yeah, you can run into the porthole where I went at the end of the last episode. That'll end the fight, and then when you come back out, you'll be at the next cutscene if you want to do it that way. You could do it that way if you want to skip it, but I would rather fight these guys because I think I was about to level up before I ended off the last episode when I was doing that little fight in the cave. At 250, and these guys give about 100 experience points, so should be good. I don't necessarily know how the pirates are catching up with us on the ship like this since we left them on the island, but, you know, whatever, logic doesn't seem to make any sense, so... Yeah, I think I'm going to try... I would try magic if I had. I think I'm going to just be 50 points short of leveling up. Yeah, after I kill this guy off. And yeah, I hate this because now when they're in the shades, like, you got to wait them out. You got to wait them out until they run over into the moonlight. And then you can hit them. Kind of a waiting game. Yeah, so 50 points. I'll have to level up, I guess, on the next batch of enemies. We'll wait.
Is it true? You gave Barbossa my name instead of yours. Why choose my name?
I don't know.
Elizabeth, where did you get that?
It's yours. From that day we found you, drifting at sea.
After all this time, I thought I lost it. It was a gift from my father. He sent it to me.
I'm sorry.
Why did you take it?
Because I was afraid that you were a pirate. That would have been awful.
Of course. Don't you see? It wasn't your blood they needed. It was my father's blood. My blood. The blood of a pirate.
How the blazes did you get off that island, Jack?
When you sailed away in my ship and marooned me on that godforsaken spit of land with naught but a pistol and a single shot, you forgot one very important thing, mate. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
I won't be making that mistake again.
Then what say you to putting the past behind us, untying these ropes, and letting me negotiate the return of your medallion, eh? What say you to that?
Seeing as how the Black Pearl's mine now, Jack, letting you go doesn't seem to fall within my interest.
Odd. I'm not actually concerned with your interest. Give me back the pearl!
Arr. All right, lock him in the brig.
We're coming up on the interceptor. What do we do, Captain?
What do you think, you idiot?
Will, look!
What now? I wonder what Jack would do.
I'm not sure. I suppose he'd run for it.
Sounds good to me. Ah!
Wow!
Will!
Everyone hit the deck! Oh. We're just gonna have to fight.
This is a cool little scene that's kind of reminiscent of the movie when the ship attacks the Pearl. So basically what happens is the pirates will hit Sora, and he's going to drop the medallion, and eventually they're going to pick it up, and I think there'll be a little symbol over their heads if they've picked it up, and then you got to like beat them before they run away, basically. So, or actually, I think that's, no, actually that's later. Sorry, I'm thinking of a thing from later in the game. Right now, that little thing on the floor, that little circle, that's where the cannonballs are going to fall. I think you can actually fire the cannon. Oh, no, he does take it. Yeah, so there, this guy's got the medallion, so we have to try to kill him, which is a little hard to do, and he's not in the damn moonlight, and he's got a chunk of health, so hopefully he gets back far enough. And, of course, back shuffle, back shuffle, back shuffle, hit it. I'm going to try to heal real fast, and I think I got the medallion back. Yeah, I'm going to use a cannon bomb. So you can throw the cannon and you can shoot back, so that's kind of cool. They're going to do that in Kingdom Hearts 3 with ship combat, which should be nice. Also, I just remembered, I totally forgot to mention this earlier, Jack is voiced by James Arnold Taylor, who voices a lot of characters in video games, but we've seen him before in another series of videos I've done on the channel. He voices Titus in Final Fantasy X, so that's him. He also voices Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars. He's a really good voice actor. A lot of people got on his ass with this game saying, oh, he didn't do a good job impersonating Johnny Depp, but I mean, granted, hardly anybody can get away with that, honestly. And the medallion was stolen, and I would love to go get it back, but I'm gonna die, so I'm just gonna hop it around here until I'm ready to heal. The old waiting game. Oh, come on! Oh, come on! It was like a freaking inch away. Come on, really? Oh, God dang it. Great. So now I gotta go all the way back. I gotta talk to Will. Thankfully, the loading screens here are... Yeah, I know. I gotta go back to Port Royal. Blah, 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 blah. And, really? I gotta fight again? I might as well... Well, actually, you know, screw it. I think I'm just gonna go... I'll show you guys what the cargo hold thing does. See, if you're ever in a fight and you want to run into the hold, boom, there you go. Then you run back out. Oh, it doesn't do... Oh, damn it, it doesn't do that? I thought it would. It does. Okay, yeah, then you just gotta talk to Will and you gotta plot your course again. Alright, so let's try this again. Ugh, jeez. Sometimes I really, you know... I thought I was a good level. I really thought I was a good level, and I thought my defense ups were good, but I feel like I'm still kind of... It's a hard struggle to get through some of this stuff. I really probably should be using more of the magic, honestly, because that weakens them a lot more than my Keyblade will. But it's like, I don't know, I'd rather just use my Keyblade. I'd just rather hit them normally. So yeah, James Arnold Taylor, he voices a lot of things, and I don't think he's doing a terrible job. He did a couple of the dubbings of Jack in a couple of the video games. Because believe it or not, there were more Pirates of the Caribbean video games than you'd think. There was a prequel game that followed like random stories in Jack's history that came out, I think, as a tie-in to, I think, after the Black, because after, I think no one really thought the Black Pearl was going to be any good, so they didn't make a video game based on that, but they made it called The Legends of Jack Sparrow, which was like all these like the greatest hits stories that we had heard about in the first movie and things we were kind of aware of, but we didn't quite know if, ah, damn it. Guess what I'm going to be doing, people, on the next, in between the next episodes? Leveling up, because, oh boy. Also, I probably should go shopping. I really should go back to Bastion maybe and check out the accessory shop maybe and do that. Alright, let's see if I can knock these guys out. These guys have a lot of health. Also, I really should be taking advantage of the back shuffles and things like that. But no, I want to play the game hard, you know? So yeah, they do a lot of that stuff. Where, there was that game. Then there was, I think for Dead Man's Chest, then they started realizing, oh boy, the franchise was big, because then they were doing the sequels back to back, and suddenly it was like, oh, we can do stuff with this thing now, and then they made Dead Man's Chest, but Dead Man's Chest didn't get a console release. It was on the DS and the PSP. Yeah, weird. It was only on those two systems, but yeah, they did those two systems for it. And then finally, when they got to At World's End, then they gave it the console treatment. World's End was on consoles, And I actually recently played that game for the first time. I wanted to play it back in the day. I played a demo, but I assumed it was just another crappy movie-based game. And this came out the same year as the Spider-Man 3 game, and I just wasted $60 on that. So I wasn't about to waste money on the Pirates game, so I figured, screw it, I'll play that eventually. So yeah, it was recently released on PlayStation Now's streaming service, and I gotta say, I only played it for a few hours, but I was pleasantly surprised at what it was showing me. I was not expecting the type of game it was. It's like, it's not really open world, but it's like an open level thing where you go around and do missions. It's not like a level-based thing. I believe the PS2 version is like a level-based game, but everything else is, it's pretty nice. I actually had fun with it. I mean, the combat was kind of easy and whatnot, and I bet you there's probably not much more to the game after that section I saw. It probably just repeats things again, because it is a movie-based game. But I actually kind of enjoyed it. In fact, I had on the channel, I don't know if I'll ever get around to it, I have planned for a pirate. Last year when Dead Man Tells No Tales was out, I was hoping to do reviews on the Pirates movies, and I actually recorded the reviews already for all the pirate movies, at least in the original trilogy. I recorded everything for those 3 movies, and I was hoping to do reviews on Dead Man Tells No Tales and Stranger Ties, and I was hoping to do the video games. In fact, I actually picked up The Legend of Jack Sparrow, and I picked up at World's End. I actually got a copy used on Amazon, which was pretty lucky. So maybe one day I will do a Pirates of the Caribbean retrospect. Honestly, I don't know what's happening with the franchise right now. They just did a movie last year. It did decent. I think mostly it made its money via international markets, which is how I guess a lot of movies tend to make money these days, which I think is bullshit. I'm sorry, if your franchise isn't killing it in America and it's just doing it in like foreign countries, is it really worth taking the time and effort to make like more movies? I feel like if it's only going to appeal to a small demographic in certain countries, is it really worth it? So yeah, they might be making a 6th one. Although I honestly, I hated Dead Man Tell No Tales. I mean, I thought it was like going to be a return to form, because I'm like, okay, this is good. We're focusing back on Johnny Depp. Orlando Bloom is back. They spoiled Keira Knightley's cameo in it, and in one of the trailers. Trailers ruin everything. I've really got to admit that. You know, it's terrible how that happens. And I don't know how he stole the medallion from me if he's 6 miles away, but there we are. Who's got it? I don't even know who's got it. I don't see the thing over his head. Or is he somewhere else where I'm not looking? Probably somewhere I'm not looking. Yeah, so they made the last one. It was with Will's son. And I mean, it was okay. It wasn't god-awful, but I hated some of it. I thought some of it was really stupid. And I also love how, like, Stranger Ties was supposed to be the beginning of this new trilogy. And so they introduced us to a bunch of new characters and stuff. And we didn't even, like, get any sort of connection to that in Dead Man Tell No Tales. They didn't mention, I want to say, oh god, I'm gonna ruin this. I always get them confused. It's not Selma Hayek. It's definitely Penelope Cruz, right? Penelope Cruz was in the 4th Pirates. I always get them confused. It's like that Dylan McDermott, or what is it? It's the guy from Will and Grace and the guy from, I forget what it is, but it's a name that's similar.
We beat the pirates!
Well, did you know, Daddy?
Jack!
Now then, I'll be having back that medallion. Unless it's more important than their lives.
Barbossa! She goes free.
Go ahead, boy, shoot. We can't die.
You can't. But I can. My name is Will Turner. My father was Bootstrap Bill Turner. His blood runs in my veins.
Aye?
On my word, do as I say, or I'll pull this trigger and be lost at Davy Jones' locker.
Name your terms, Mr. Turner.
Release Elizabeth, and Sora, and Donald, and Goofy too.
Anything else?
Leave, now.
Agreed. Leave we shall. But the Heartless stay.
No fair!
Good work, Barbossa. Who knew it'd be this easy? Barbossa, you coward. That's the last time I trust a pirate. The powder kegs are ready, Captain. And I bid ye farewell. Not enough Jeffrey Rush lines. Would love more. Although I love that scene in the movie. It's really funny how they handle that. Will tells him, he's like, Elizabeth goes freeze, and Bubba's like, yes, we know that one. Anything else? And then he's like, the crew are not to be harmed. And then he's like, we can leave. And then after they screw him over, they all go, up. It was like, you lying bastard. You didn't tell the truth. And he's like, well, you didn't specify when or where. So it's really funny. I also love the whole pirate code thing. They don't mention the pirate code, I don't think, in this game. But funny lines with that, too. Just go watch the movie. Seriously, you haven't seen Black Curse of the Black Pearl. Get on that. It's the best one. What are we going to do? We'll be blown to smithereens. Well, I struggle, mate. A pirate knows when to surrender. Are you serious, Jack? Your average pirate, anyway. First, we've got to see to the gunpowder. I'm not about to lose this ship. I still don't plan to trust pirates again. Wise policy, lad. Alright, so Jack's back in. Nice. Also, I probably should double check this, because this is another thing I hate. Yeah, sometimes when characters leave your party and then come back, seemingly when you don't think they're going to come back, all of their abilities are turned off. And I don't know why they do that, but it happens a lot. I almost forgot that's a thing. I don't know what made me trigger that in my memory, but yeah, I just remembered that now. So we gotta head back on deck, and there's a little bit of a mini game on where we gotta fight the Heartless and get rid of the gunpowder barrels. So yeah, what you gotta do is you can fight the Heartless, but that's not really the focus here. You gotta get to the barrels and just reaction command them off the deck. So fight the Heartless along the way. Focus on the barrels though, because the barrels are gonna quickly explode, and trust me, you don't really have a whole lot of time with them, because eventually, as you continue, I think it's all time-based, but eventually they're going to start, I'll let it go for a while. I'll start fighting some of these guys, because I could use the experience, honestly. I got my butt kicked quite a bit there at the beginning, so, I mean, I'm doing pretty good with the Heartless. I find like the Heartless are easy. The pirate guys are just more of a pain in the ass because of the moonlight thing, and, you know, they're basically, you can't kill them, and if they're not in the moonlight, so, yeah, so the pirate heads are starting to, like, light up, you see, on the pictures up there. And yeah, so now there's one that's about to explode. So hopefully I get the right one. Yeah, okay, I got the right one. It's kind of hard to sometimes tell which one it is. Yeah, the Heartless will constantly keep respawning over here, so there's no way to actually win. You have to hit the last barrel, which means you could finish this off in 2 seconds, really, if you wanted to. I could have just run over to it and done it, but I just wanted to kill a few of the Heartless guys. Just a few of them. That barrel looks like it's going to stay. It should warn me when it's about to. I'm going to heal real fast. I could launch it right now, but I'm not going to. Let's see if I can take out all these guys real fast. Alright, it's starting to blink. Probably don't have too much time left. Yeah, so they'll just keep respawning in and in and in. So if you want to use this as a little bit of a leveling up grind point, it's kind of okay. I would just get rid of all the barrels except one, then stay near it. And then this way, if it starts blaring up red and it starts going like, warning, warning, you need to get rid of the last barrel, you're close enough to it where you can just easily hit it. Also, I should probably take out those cannon guys. They are annoying because sometimes you can't really dodge, and I don't really have the move right now to dodge quickly, so yeah, this is taking a while for that last one to explode, so it's pretty good that I did what I did with the other barrels. So I killed all those, and I'm already 400 points of experience. I might be able to level up. Can I level up? Can I level up before the barrel explodes? Probably not. It's probably going to start exploding real fast. As soon as I said that, I'm surprised it didn't turn red. I should. Yep, there it goes. Heartless is trying to blow up the barrel. Damn it, we're going to have to just kill it. Dang it. Let's get rid of it. Oh, come on. Of course. They're going to throw me away. I hit triangle. Yeah, there we go. I gained an item slot. Donald got HP. Goofy learned second chance. Ooh, second chance is nice. I should probably put that on at some point.
All clear.
That's the second time I've had to watch that man sail away with my ship, but I'll be having her back soon enough.
You stay with the ship, lass. I will do no such thing. Will could die in there. Dear William is fine, trust me. I'm not a fool, Jack. Then trust me instead. Sora, Donald, Goofy, bring Will back safely. Alright, so we gotta head up. Also, if you look to the left here, take a look. That's another absent silhouette. And if you look really closely, those look like Larxine's little thunder pin. So yes, you can fight Larxine here on the Isla De Muerta. So cool, but we're not gonna do that now because we're no way ready for those fights. We gotta be at least I forget what level it should be. Yeah, I hate these guys. Because like I can't hit him because he's not in the moonlight, and even if I did the return fire command, which may be a thing now, you gotta make sure he's in the moonlight, otherwise it's a waste. So it's like, oh, come on, move into the moonlight, dang it. And there's so much moonlight in this particular area. This isn't even like one of the bad ones. It's just, oh, come on. You gotta weed him out over here. Like, if he does the return fire right now, there's no reason. So apparently this is where a lot of the edits came in the North American version. A lot of the cuts were to Port Royal because of all the guns. I didn't mention this back when we were on the ship, but when Will was doing the line where he said, I'll pull this trigger and be lost to Davy Jones' locker, in the movie, he's holding the gun up to his head because obviously he's going to try to kill himself as a way to get Barbossa to do what he wants. So they couldn't do that. I don't know if in the Japanese game he's holding it to his head, but apparently that was frowned upon by the censors in the North American market, so they had to re-edit. So we're going to be able to go into the next room, the powder storage keg. And to do this, you want to try to fight these guys as soon as they pop up, because this is very limited amounts of moonlight in this area. So I'm going to try to use fire. That should probably kill them a little faster. And there's some chest. So yeah, AP boost. That's nice. There's nothing. I don't think if the barrels don't explode, that means there's not an enemy there, but it means that there could be treasure behind there. Also, there's two little stickers. Port Royal is pretty easy with the stickers, primarily because there's not a whole lot of levels here. It's really just the Isla De Muerta and Port Royal. So that's we've really seen all there is to this particular level, which is kind of small, which is why it looks amazing what they've done with Kingdom Hearts 3. Just the fact that they're doing an entire like ocean, and we're going to be able to like sail around and stuff, and we're going to be able to go into water, and I mean, that's insanity right there that we're going to be able to do all that. So I think there's not a cutscene. We're going to go straight to the final boss. So yeah, it's just the final boss. About 30 minutes. Like I've said, if I hadn't died a bunch of times, this probably would have been a hell of a lot easier. Also, I'm going to show off Jack's limit break. I haven't done it. So this is Jack's limit break. I kind of forgot about this. So yeah, bluff. I like this one a lot. If you're near enemies, they'll all go in there, and then Jack uses his knife while he floats in the air, and Sora can use the keyblade to smack him around. And then as a finishing move, we close the chest with a bomb inside of it and blow everybody up. And then boom, and they're all, oh nice, that killed all of them. Sweet, Jack. Yeah, so there's those. Sometimes the moves will be automatically on the sensor, and I'm gonna die. I'm gonna break into wisdom form, and then I'm just gonna revert back out. Yeah, so this is how you can cheat the health thing. If you want to cheat, just revert into a form and then say, oh, I didn't mean that. I didn't really want to do that. I hate this room because the edges have no, like, there's no moonlight, and I accidentally used cure when I wanted to use fire. Damn it. Let's see if I can hit this guy a few times while he's in the moonlight. Yeah, so that's the sucky part. You can't actually, like, on the edges, there's nothing to do here. So you got to keep them all in the middle. And unfortunately, like, when Sora hits things, they tend to move. So yeah, it's not easy. And of course, he just popped out of the moonlight. Let's see if he comes back. Then, yeah, good, Jack killed him. All right, let's take out all of these. I would really hate to die in the boss in the next room, mainly because it's gonna have to do this room again, and I really don't want to fight these guys again. So let me, real quick before we go in there, because I know I'm gonna mess up. I do not trust myself. I'm gonna put high potions in there, even though there's only, wow, I haven't really had that many high potions. Dang, thought I had more. All right, so that's pretty good. We'll load up on that. And this fight plays out a little differently from how it did in the movie.
Now, let's be trying this again. The last of the Aztec treasure has been returned. And now, the blood will be repaid to free us from this curse forever. This time for sure.
Ahoy! Treasure, mateys!
Not possible.
Not probable. We're alive and we're pirates.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Sora!
Captain Jack!
Goofy, too. So you want to play pirate? Best save the play acting for the nursery. After them!
No more play acting now.
Thank you, Sora.
Oh, where's Jack?
Jack! Get him!
Huh?
Jack!
You're a fool, Jack Sparrow.
Jack.
Show yourself, Pete! The tide has changed!
See? I told you you'd be needing old Pete.
So yeah, in the movie, Jack gets stabbed, but we couldn't show that again because, you know, the kids are watching. So yeah, in this one, Pete summons this little heartless guy. He only has like one little frame of health, as you saw there. And then once you hit him, he just turns the lights on. So that's really all that's really different with this fight, or that makes this fight a little bit different from the movie. Obviously, there wasn't a heartless in the fight in the movie. Also, you don't have to fight Barbossa. Actually, no, I tell a lie. You do have to make sure Barbossa is in the moonlight, but thankfully this cave has a ton of moonlight spots, and he moves pretty fast, so it's easy to get him out into it. He'll usually like streak ahead like he just did there, and then you can just hit him real fast. So he's got a lot of health. Hopefully I'll be able to do the reaction command. It's a cool one. If we can actually get it, there's like a parry thing with his sword. I hopefully can get it, but I think he only does it when he's really low on health. Gonna wait for him to drag back out, and then we can charge back into him. And eventually, after a while, that Heartless thing will come out again. I think maybe now? Yeah. So he's up on the top. And so now you gotta just search the room out. And I'm gonna heal real fast because I really don't want to die. Because Barbossa can still hit you with that. And then once you find it, you just hit him. And it's got like a fraction of health. And then once it dies, that's it. You're good. And then you can just go back to hitting Barbossa. So that twin counter. Spin around. I hit him. Sonic dive. Up. Bring him down. I love a good reaction command. Yeah, so there we go again. Let me heal everybody up. Well, Donald is never in range when I need him to be. God. Yeah, sometimes Barbossa's moves, they hurt. And he's got a gun, which is not fair. But whatever. Come on, Jack. Let's hit him. Yeah, I don't know why up on the platform isn't in the moonlight. You figure that's more moonlight than you think. Yeah, it looks like he's... Nah, he's not skeleton yet. Okay, we gotta find the guy. Yeah, so you gotta look for the light. Sometimes you'll see its eyes in the darkness. I think you can still fight Barbossa in here, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend finding the Heartless guy first. So yeah, here he is, and up he just moved. He's moving around. Damn, he's fast, and he's probably gonna hit me. Yep, not bad. And Barbossa is not in the damn moonlight. Damn it. He's almost dead. Another go with those reaction commands would be really nice. Oh man, that was it. That was it. There we go. Land on a sword. That's the cool one. And then reverse blade, smack him in the face. And let's finish him off. I'm going to heal real fast. Oh, I almost landed again. Oh, there we go. I'll land. Hopefully this will kill him. This would be great if I could kill him on the... Oh, Donald heal me for the win. I forgot. I actually don't. I don't think you hit him. I got to do that twin counter thing. And boom! Uppercut. We got my drive power up. So my drive gauge went to now 4. Yeah, so the drive gauge sometimes levels up. That's also one of the requirements for Atlantica. You need the drive gauge to be higher.
This ain't over.
Right. Care to surrender, Barbossa? Well, enough of this then. What say you we call it a draw?
Jack, how many times do I have to tell you?
Laugh while you can, Barbossa.
I feel cold.
What now, Jack?
Whatever I want, now that the pearl is mine again.
That she is. Thank you, Jack.
I didn't want you hitting me again, mate.
Hey, Jack. Good luck.
I remember to be good.
I'm off.
Will!
good for them.
Uh-huh. Hey, Sora, how come your face is all red?
What? It is not red.
I know who you're thinking about.
You know, for a minute there, I was afraid we were gonna lose Donald to the curse of the treasure.
Yup, me too.
What?
And we got Follow the Wind. Just draws in nearby orbs. Not really cool. And that doesn't raise our strength or anything. So, yep, we just completed Port Royal. But we'll be going back, just like we are to the other Disney worlds. And this is going to open up 2 more paths to 2 familiar-looking worlds that we've already been to in a previous Kingdom Hearts game. And if you noticed, Twilight Town has shown up again. But we can't get into it right now. Because basically what's going to happen next is, this is it for the world map. There's the 2 worlds over here. Which, again, you should probably know what both these worlds are. And then there's this world over here in the corner. And that's it. However, once we beat these 2 worlds, we don't have to do this one. You can actually skip this world entirely. I don't know why it's optional, but it is. I guess it's like a reward for doing all the other worlds first. But yeah, you can skip it totally and save it till the end. I don't know why you can do that, but it's a thing that can happen. So I guess if you're speedrunning this game, that's something to do. So yeah, the world map is starting to look a little bit more bigger. There's things on the side over here, and there's things over here. So the next time we meet, I don't know which world we're going to do next. I actually forget which one has the higher battle level. I'll find out, because in between episodes I'm going to open up these 2 doors, and I will figure out which will be the next one. So that was 32 minutes. So yeah, that was a full half-hour split both ways. It is going to get a little longer because the cutscenes are basically taking up a good chunk of the time, and then me dying isn't helping either. But I try to keep them as short as I can. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you on the next part.